Welcome to Welwyn Grange. My name's Robert Myers, part of the senior team that's created this beautiful home. Finding the right care and support for a loved one can feel very stressful for families. So what we want in this little video is to give you an introduction to us, our care ethos, and our motivations for creating this home. Welwyn Grange is an Ardale home. It's owned and managed by a local Hertfordshire family, and our motivation is to make a home we'd be happy for our own loved ones to live in. We have households for those who are cognitively well, but perhaps physically frail, and also those who perhaps live with dementia or have a memory problem. Now, these peer groups are really important to us because not everyone who is cognitively well is necessarily very kind to somebody living with dementia. And also, if you're physically frail, you may fear a stranger walking into your room at night time, and we want to prevent any of those fears. So welcome to one of our households. This beautiful lounge and dining area is for a maximum of 16 residents. This household is for a maximum of 12. But whichever one you choose, it's beautifully decorated and designed so that we have some chairs in little groups, some on the outside. It's to create an atmosphere that residents naturally migrate to because they can find a space they feel comfortable in. So for those who want to be the centre of attention and loud, perhaps are here. For those who feel more comfortable watching the world go by, it's here. But we also have quiet lounges as well. So if the main lounge is perhaps a little noisy today, why not come into perhaps the secondary quiet lounge? Or perhaps this is the loud lounge today and we go into the main one with the French doors open and enjoying a breath of fresh air. It's your home. You live in it in the way that you want to. But this is a great space for perhaps inviting friends in, having a cup of tea and a catch-up, or visiting grandchildren. For me, the heart of any home is the kitchen and dining experience. Now, you can probably guess food is important to me. And so it should be for our residents. It should be one of life's pleasures. And we want to create a dining experience that is relaxed and social. So residents having a glass of wine or a beer over a meal means that it becomes a fun experience, and possibly for those who struggle to maintain weight, enables them to do so easier. So we have a varied seasonal menu created in our commercial kitchen within the home, fresh every day, but is always served out of the domestic kitchen. That means you still get that home from home feel. You still get that home from home senses of gravy being made. Choice of bedroom is an important one. So at Welwyn Grange, there's a mixture of different layouts and sizes and views out. But what they all are beautifully decorated and very large. So what we want them to be is that blank canvas for you to make them your own, bringing things that, make you smile, that bring back happy memories. The bed is a hospital-style bed, but we don't want it to look like one. And it's wider than a single bed because this is not a clinical environment. This is your home. But it does mean it has all those different forms and functions to be able to move, and potentially also enable those who require it an air mattress. You'll also notice that it has 2 bedside cabinets. For those who potentially have a weakness down one side, it means you could always have easy access to the glass of water or your glasses or whatever it may be. Bedrooms, like the whole of Welwyn Grange, has Wi-Fi in every inch of it. This is another key feature and why we only create bespoke new build homes. It means that residents can Skype in and out, whatever's happening in the world, to family in Australia or New Zealand. But for us, it's the ability to embed assisted tech, which means that different sensors can pick up potentially if somebody has high risk of falls has moved, or potentially at midnight, if somebody's nipped to the loo, we can know how long they've been for and pop back 10 minutes later to make sure everybody's okay, but not disturb those who are completely independent. As lovely as it is to have your own ensuite wet room, is there anything as good as a soak in a bath? Now, since my wife's married me, she's had very few pleasures in life, but a bath is one of them. And sadly, it's one of those simple pleasures that many people in their own homes haven't had for a long time. But here, fully assisted bath, where the chair comes round and then over, and then the bath actually comes up to the resident. So for our staff, we're supporting their backs, but more importantly, from a dignity point of view, we're looking our residents in the eye while we're supporting them. And one of our nicest features is our beautiful courtyard garden. As you can see, naturally sunny, but safe and secure environment. That means you can come out here for a morning cup of tea and read of the paper, or even an afternoon nap. It's also a great environment to invite family in. So, it makes us dog friendly, it makes us children friendly. In actual fact, some of the bedrooms actually feature French doors out into the garden. How lovely is that? Living in an outstanding home like Welwyn Grange gives the day choice and variety. So here we have our piano, whether that's for you to practice, chopsticks, or to entertain, a gathering of small friends or family, or for folks to come in from outside to entertain us all. We have a library. Now this is another one of those spaces that might be for quiet contemplation, reading a book, but also could be a great place to meet up for Scrabble, or again, meeting family and friends. If you've got an important birthday or anniversary, we have accessible vehicles to get you into town to a favourite restaurant. But why not dine here? Because this is Welwyn Grange's private dining room. Some people may get nervous about leaving the home if there's things like toileting issues, but we still want to make important dates a true celebration. A, it looks beautiful, but B, it's an environment where family and friends can still feel, they can be loud, not self-conscious at all. We have an exciting activities calendar here at Welwyn Grange, but it's not things that we want you to do. It's based on what our residents are interested in or have experience in. So we build the calendar round our residents. So whether that be entertainers coming in, being musicians or theatre or school groups, it could be a nativity play. It depends on our residents. But what we also have here is our dedicated activity room. So this is where residents can maintain skills and interests, whether that be watercolours or different forms of art, perhaps even pottery painting. The cinema room at Welwyn Grange. Yes, it's a part of our activity calendar with classic movies, Hollywood blockbusters or classic musical. But it's also a great environment to watch the sport, whether it be the snooker today or the racing from Cheltenham tomorrow. Looking good is feeling good, and welcome to the hair salon at Welwyn Grange. You could have your hair done in your bedroom, but it's not the same experience as coming to the hairdressers, a bit like you may have done for many years in your own home. We want to keep that routine. We want to give you that choice. And in many ways, that's the essence of living at Welwyn Grange. It's a beautiful building, but it's not the important bit. The important bit is the nursing, care and support team who will get to know you really well to be able to support you to live well, whatever long-term condition you may live with. And the day has choice and flavour. So you wake up in the morning, you perhaps have breakfast in bed. You then go out into the courtyard and have a cup of tea. Upstairs we have some entertainment on, so why not go there, or the cinema room, or have the hairdressers for your nails. You can do all of that or none of it. The choice is yours. But isn't it nice to have the choice? I don't know whether Welwyn Grange is the right home for you, or why not come and meet the team and then you can make that decision.